pro-life. I'm against gun control, and we have to get rid of Obamacare. You know that. Now, the last time I was in Washington, you probably read something about it. I went to a thing called the Washington Correspondents' Dinner. Has anybody ever heard of this? And I walked in, and the press went crazy. I was leading the polls. And by the way, when I decided that I maybe wouldn't do it, I was also leading the polls. I like leading the polls. But I was at the Washington Correspondents' Dinner, and the press was going wild. Will the president be speaking about you, Mr. Trump? Will he say anything? I said, I have no idea. Probably not, but I have no idea. So I'm with my wife, and what happens is the president starts. And in all fairness, he was very respectful and very nice. And he just kept speaking about Donald Trump. And he kept going about the birth certificate, which, by the way, I got him to show. Nobody else could get him to do it. You know the Clintons wanted to do it, and they wanted him to show it. And McCain and everybody else wanted him to show it, and Trump got him to show it. Now, I don't know exactly what he showed, but you know, someday somebody's going to figure that one out. It took a long time. So I go in, and he's speaking about Donald Trump for a big majority of the speech. And I'm knocking my wife under the table. I'm saying, honey, can you believe this? The president's talking about me. This is great. What an honor. What a great honor. It's great. I had a good time. And I sat there. I wanted to be a little stone-faced. I'm not going to be laughing and everything. But I was nice. I was cordial. But I'm telling Melania, isn't this great? The next day I wake up, and about 90% of the paper said Trump was humiliated. I was so honored. And that's part of really part of the problem that the Republicans are going to have. Nobody is protected like Barack Hussein Obama. Nobody. I have never seen press that is so protective of a human being before. And you know, I was thinking, he was over in England, and he made a horrendous toast at a very inappropriate time. And then he signed the ledger, or the registrar, as they would call it, May of '08. So he was off 3 years. And I was saying to myself, I wonder what would have happened if George Bush signed it May of '08. I wonder what would have happened if almost anybody was 3 years old. And the next day I watched the news, and they're saying, isn't that cute? Isn't that wonderful? Oh, that was so funny when he signed it. Oh, he's so smart. It was so funny. And this is a problem. We have a man who's being very, very much protected by the press. And it's going to be very difficult. But I'll tell you something about beating President Obama. If you remember, you know, they all talk about he's a great campaigner. He says, if you remember the end of his campaign during the primaries with Hillary, she was winning every single primary. And he limped over the finish line, barely. And had that been a little bit later, had there been one or two of those early primaries, he would have lost. So, you know, they keep saying, oh, he's a great campaigner. He may be a good campaigner. But, you know, in golf, they have an expression. They say, Johnny, he's looking for the clubhouse. He was looking for the clubhouse.